BP 1.3 comes with a new UI framework. It uses Unity's awesome new UI toolkit, which you access from the UI builder right here. The concept is very similar to HTML. You have containers holding elements, and you have all these different controls you can use, which are very cool. Now, the most basic type of element, container, is the visual element, which is kind of like a div in HTML. And we use that here to center the child element, which is just an image. And you can change this icon to whatever you want, maybe your server logo, but this is a very simple example. It doesn't really do anything. A more complex example is right here, where we have wanted levels completely server side now, but we need a way to display that on the client. So we have our wanted stars at the bottom left here where the map would be, and the naming is very important because the element name is what's used to look up and change style on each of these elements. And you also see where the USS files are kind of like the CSS files in HTML, where it's a way to organize your styles. Pretty simple. I mean, I'm not going to make this a tutorial on UI Builder, but the concept is basically HTML and CSS, but in Unity. Now, you can export the base assets of these. I have two of them here, the server logo and the wanted stars. You can stack them as well. You can have more than one on the server and they work just fine. So here they are on the asset exporter, and it's just like exporting any other BPA. Yeah, you basically just need to import or add the base asset, and then any other dependencies are added. So here you can see the CSS file, and the wanted icon is automatically included there, and you just build and export that like any other BPA. Now we'll get into the game and see how it works. Now here we are in game, some rocket attacks going on, but you can see the server logo at the top, and if we commit a small crime, you see our wanted stars at the bottom left, and everything scales accordingly just fine, and multiple assets can work together at the same time. Let's see where that's being called in the code. Now all the crime stuff is available for modding in GameSource, and that includes everything like the crime names, their expiration times, whether you need witnesses or not. And the way we update the client is that every time a crime is added or removed, we call update wanted level, and at the end of that we set the visual element visibility of the element with the star name, right, with the number at the end, enabled or disabled depending on the current wanted level. And that's basically it. It's very simple, and it should be good to go for 1.3. And again, this is just one of the API functions. There will be a lot more added as the API is expanded, and as well as BP as I develop it and more use cases are needed. So that's it. See you at 1.3. Later, guys.